outside. Moving around the outside. Much deeper. Nearly spins. Contact. Side by side here. The wins on his second outing. The hoop spins.
Yo, welcome everybody. Today is an exciting day because this is the first round of the Cup. A very new special edition league between 10 different leagues and teams, and it's going to be really fun. And I'm joined by Adam today. We're going to have some fun commentating this one.
What's going on?
Now, we're going to have to get familiar with these names and with these teams, so best we start now. Here we've got Jan Schwerdelik. He is in that power F1 car. Good looking purple rear wing.
Absolutely, the black and purple really go together as he works his way through turn number 8 down this back straightaway. Excited to see what Power F1 can do.
And you can see the rest of the teams there coming through. Behind Jan, you've got, it looks like Casper Sky for Amethyst. We had a 10v10 esports race event a little bit earlier with them. It was good fun.
Jan through the final 2 corners. The Power F1 machine getting ready to start his lap around the final corner. And see the nice 10 controls logos all over the race course. I'm sure the other leagues are more than happy to see that.
Well, only we can see it on stream, but what's the difference? That's what matters, I guess. We'll just pretend everyone can see it.
Yes. Yes. And through Sector 1, a 26-6, not a bad Sector 1 from the Power F1 machine. The Czech will work his way down the back straightaway. I believe he's got his teammate in front of him. His teammate is pretty far up the road as he comes to the end of Sector 2. A 44-4 will get DRS down into this tight section of the race course. Turn 11. They've widened it since F1 has been here last. The final couple corners, 13 and 14, and out onto the front straightaway. The first lap of the 10 Controls Cup will be set, and Jan with a 17-4. Good lap from the Czech. Casper Sky in with an 18-4. DLR Creep Killer with a 16-5. Great lap from that DRL team.
So, he has DRL in his name, but it's not actually the team DRL. His team is XPG Esports. But that's his EA name. But ignore that. We'll fix that for next time. Good time from Creep Killer. That was rapid.
Yeah.
We have 2 kind of yellow teams. But this is XPG, the black and yellow.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll switch to Ghost there, in that gold and red. That is APPF1 racing community.
Mellon in with a 17-3. Possibly just a warm-up lap as we watch Antonio through sector number 1. 16-8 in sector 1. He's gonna have to speed up a little bit. He'll have a little bit of help from one of the Power F1 cars. Antonio of 44-4 through sector 2. He's on pace to end up close to Creep Killer. Beautiful green, no speed racing machine through turn 12. Can Antonio take provisional pole? The final 2 corners, he'll open DRS, use a little bit of that ERS, down the main straightaway up to the line. The 17.6, good enough for 5th.
Ooh, his teammate going through the last corner there. Dallin McTeer, huge slide. He's going to cross the line, puts himself P6 just behind his teammate. Decent there for no speed racing. In the meantime, Creep Killer maintains the top step. Melon just behind on the front row. I mean, what a time that is. He's quite a ways in front of the rest.
He looks untouchable so far. Melon, we know is fast. He's the Tier A champion here in 10 controls, but Creep Killer with an 0.8 of a second advantage. I mean, that to pull 0.8 of a second out, especially at a track like this with so many straightaways, it's quite impressive. As we watch,
I don't know if this is a that's an in lap.
This is XPG.
Yeah.
Linen Raybach down the back straightaway.
Guns headed out again.
Gunn he set a good lap last time, but he's gonna have to find at least a couple tenths if he wants to get anywhere near Creep Killer. As we watch 6:10 through the final corner, he gets ready to start his lap for the Virtual Racing League.
That's OG Pro.
Oh.
Alright. Forget, we're going to say the names wrong a few times, but it's all good. But Virtual Racing is like the one that looks close to black, but it's like a really dark blue.
Okay.
The Super Gaming and GVGG. That's Virtual.
The Swede gets to the end of Sector 1, a 26.7. Not a great Sector 1. He's going to have to pick up a little bit of time down this back straightaway. He doesn't have a toe. Unlike, I believe it was Antonio earlier had a toe down this back straightaway. A 44.4, though, in Sector 2 is pretty good. Can the Swede take the top step, as it were, through turn 11? OG Crow trying to assert their dominance as the best league here in this cup. Around the final corner goes 6:10. Down the main straightaway, he'll open DRS up to the line. It's a 17.4, good enough for 4th.
That's a pretty strong time there, just behind Jan in Power F1.
And Melon's not too far up the road in second with a 17.3, so if you can run a time like Melon, you know you're doing something right. Cameron for this Power F1 team through the final 2 corners. ERS open. He'll use just a tiny bit of ERS. He's got a lot to spare up to the line. It's an 18.0, good enough for only 12th. Cameron's going to have to find a couple tenths of a second somewhere if he wants to challenge the top 10 as we watch Melon down the back straightaway on his out lap. Lucas now through turn 12. I believe he's getting ready to start his lap. 10 controls. Beautiful pink car. Crosses the line. He'll get ready to start his lap here in Australia. He hasn't set a time yet. It'll be interesting to see where he ends up. We know he qualified well yesterday in Bahrain. He's got some pace. He wasn't too far off Melon in qualifying. Good run through Sector 1 up to the Sector 1 line at 26.9. That's a little slow. He's going to have to find a little bit of time if he wants to challenge for provisional pole.
Sector split 44-4, so he's matched a lot of the other guys. Ooh, he's invalidated. Just steps out.
Ooh.
The yellow lines being the track limits can catch quite a few people out, so the melon behind, he's not on a lap either.
Melon also invalidated, so
Meanwhile, DPGG for virtual goes up to P3 with a 17.4, clips Jan by 200ths, who's just coming around the final sector now. Set up his second lap of the day.
beautiful black and purple power F1 machine. Black and red helmet in that cockpit around the final corner. And trying to challenge Creepkilla for pole. Creepkilla has not come out.
Ooh, he's gone wide.
He has not come out of the pits since that first lap as we watch Melon through the first corner. DRS open. The chrome pink livery on this 10 Controls car. Wonderful fish helmet. I love those fish helmets. Melon up to the Sector 1 split at 26.6. He's a 10th of a second up. Still way down on Creepkilla. Creepkilla's got 0.8 of a second on him. Melon down the back straightaway. Let's see his Sector 2 split. It's a 44.1. He picked up another 10th of a second. So this 10 Controls machine is quick. Through turn 11. Does have one car in front of him. That's the power F1 machine, but it shouldn't affect his lap. Melon around the final two corners. And Melon challenge for pole down the main straightaway. Is it enough? No, it's not. A 17.0. Still half a second off Creepkilla.
Man, he's not even leaving the pits. He wants to get...
Yeah.
He wants to get pole from the pits. This is interesting. Oh. Whoops. Oh, nothing.
Yeah, they want you to update the stream name, Ariane.
What's the stream name? I thought I did already.
Bahrain.
Oh. Yo, don't worry about it. Okay, no one's seen anything. I'm gonna fix it now.
Lucas Hendricks still has not set a lap. He's the only car not to set a lap, as everybody in the pits with 4 minutes to go here in Australia. Who's gonna take pole? It looks like Creepkilla's got a pretty sizable advantage as 6:10 out of the pits. JP, his teammate, out of the pits as well. As OS Degree also out of the pits. OS Degree 0.6 of a second off Cantor in 16th.
He's on his outlap.
He is on his outlap.
The OG Crow guys have headed out too.
Yeah, the Syndicate Racing League. OS Degrees. It's a beautiful car. I love that car.
It does look quite cool, yeah.
Reminds me of the Target Chip Ganassi Indy cars. Grease will start his lap. Seen a lot of people run wide here in turn 1. He keeps it clean through turn 1. He is 0.6 of a second off next fastest car, so I have to hustle a little bit. Let's see his Sector 1 time. This will really tell us a lot about his lap. Sector 1 time is a 17.0. He picked up 0.3 of a second. Arian, I don't know that he's going to get there.
Yeah, it seems... I've heard a little bit that he thought it was medium TC allowed, but we are not. We are restricted to... You must use... No.
Oh, there he goes!
How's that car alive?
He got wide in the chicane onto the rumble strips, nosedives it into the wall. Watch 610 through Sector 1. OGK guys sitting in 5th right now. 0.02 of a second down. He's about a second off the provisional pole time by Creep Killer. Ellen also on an outlap. See if they can challenge for pole. 610 picked up a little bit of time. He still only got 0.02 of a second. Doubt it will be
CMHAP
enough.
just gone up to P3 by 1,000th over the virtual racing driver GG. 610 in the final sector now. Final corner now. Is he going to be able to get ahead of his teammate? As Ghost retires from the session in the final sector. He's out. He's not going to improve in his time. 610 goes up to P3. Nearly a 0.2 improvement. Man is setting up for his outlap.
Strong showing from the OGK guys, 3rd and 4th. They are by far the most consistent teammates. The no speed F1 guys also in the no speed racing guys also 9th and 10th. So we watch Melon start his lap. Creep Killer still in the pits, so clearly he doesn't think that Melon's going to be able to touch his lap.
Yeah, he's chilling. He was in the stream chatting away.
It might be a safe bet.
Oh!
He isn't. Oh, there goes Melon.
Very uncharacteristic spin there from him. Teammate for Tennessee Esports, Lucas Hendrick, needs to put a time on the board here.
He had a good second sector split. It was a 44-2. A little bit faster than the other guys we've seen. Might have locked up a little bit into turn 11. See what this chrome pink 10 controls car can do around the final corner. Up to the line. Is it enough for provisional pole? It's not, but it's good for 3rd.
Yeah.
The 10 control guys, 2nd and 3rd, with 17 zeros as Yan off into the gravel. EPGG now.
He's invalidated.
Through the final sector, invalidated his lap. Alan McTeer now for no speed racing around the final corner. Up to the line, it's a 17-1, a good showing from Dallin. We know how fast Dallin is. Lewis Piper now through the final 2 corners. Amethyst Racing. Up to the line. It's a good lap. It's a 17-0, good enough for 4th. Everybody putting in the good times here at the end.
And that pretty much wraps it up. Creep Killer, with 1 lap at the beginning, his banker lap takes pole position by a huge margin, 0.5. I mean, that's a statement lap right there.
Absolutely, you know, you don't get 0.5 of a second here in Australia by messing around. I mean, with the long straights, I mean, you have to be way faster on entry and exit than anybody else to pick up 0.5 of a second. It really is one of the most impressive laps we've seen.
Yeah. And not bad from the Tennessee Esports guys, taking P2 and P3. Lucas Piper comes in P4 with 17-0 as well, just 104 thousandths behind Lucas. And then LSR's Dallin McTeer P5. Our F1's Cameron Seal. Seal? Is that how you say his name? P6, I'm probably butchering it. 610 and P7. Linnen Raybuck P8. JP P9. DPGG rounds out the top 10 with Virtual. Now, you guys do have to remember now, this is a Constructors' Championship. The Drivers' Championship has no effect. It's a team championship. The team points matter, right? You can have one guy win all the races, but then if your other teammate is out the points every race, it could hurt your Constructors very badly. But we'll see how it goes as we head into the race. It looks pretty dry out there.
It does look dry. I wish we had the weather, the weather thing that we had yesterday. That was so nice, especially when it was in Fahrenheit, because Fahrenheit is superior.
Well,
do we have
we don't have it for this week, but I will get it. I will fix it. Trust me.
Do we have a formation lap?
No formation lap.
Okay. We get ready to go here in Australia for the first race of the 10 Controls Cup. Who will come out on top? Seen the 10 control guys. The 10 control guys up near the top. No Speed Racing looks good. It was an outstanding pull from Creepkilla by 0.5 of a second. Let's see if his race pace is any good as we get ready to head to the grid. 5 red lights. Lights out and away we go. Creepkilla gets a fantastic start. Lucas gets a great start on the outside. The top 3 will follow in line as Lucas to the outside of Lucas in turn 1. We've got a car around at the back. Several cars around. That's DPGG. Antonio's around.
We've got a virtual safety
Jan
car.
is around. And we have a virtual safety car.
Yeah, Jan and DPGG, looks like they've had a collision there. They're all the way down at the back. Off the start there, JP picking up 4 places. What a start from him. 8 places for Ghost.
A fantastic start from Ghost. Dallin also lost 7 spots, so maybe he was involved in a collision back there somewhere. We run under the VSC. Here in Australia, Creepkilla the leader, Melon in second. As we go green, here goes Melon. Melon to the outside, down the back straightaway. They'll go wheel to wheel. The 10 Controls car around the outside. Still side by side as they battle through turn 12. Melon gets the better exit, but Creepkilla now on the outside for 13. Still can't get the job done, and Melon to the race lead. But here comes Creepkilla, right on the rear wing of Melon. Can't get around him.
Just like that, Melon has taken the lead. Tennessee Esports find themselves at the top. And you see a bunch of people peeling into the pits there. Oh, that was a tongue twister.
We do have a car around at the back. I believe that's Fade. He spun on the front straightaway. Everybody running in a nice line. Melon with a 0.2 of a second lead over Creepkilla. Lucas running third, Lewis fourth, and JP in fifth.
I mean, Creepkilla's hot on its tail here. This is very intense for these drivers, I'm sure. Because JP, he's picked up a penalty there. 3 seconds.
That's easy to do here around Australia. The track limits are pretty wide. You can run pretty wide as we've got a car around at the back. That's DPGG in
Ooh.
sector number 1. And is that a full safety car?
It's going to be a
It's not.
virtual
It's
again.
a VSC.
He just boxed for his front wing, I thought. Has he broken it again?
I believe he did. Melon's still the race leader here in Australia. We run lap number 3. I don't believe DRS has been activated because we have a VSC. Melon with the race lead is that's something we're used to here at 10 Controls. Creep Killer running second. Lucas third. Looks like everybody's pace is equal so far. ESC will end soon. A couple cars running around at the back. That's Fade, Jan, and Antonio. The VSC is gone, and we are back under green flag racing. 610 will look to the outside of Ghost down the back straightaway. Can't make the move, but he's hot on the gearbox. As they run through the chicane, still can't get the move done. The Power F1 car to the outside. It's not Power F1. Still battle side by side through turn 11. Oh, I can't tell who that was. That might have been Super Gaming that got sideways out of turn 11. It had a ton of wheel spin. Absolutely fishtailed.
We got yellow flags, and that's Fade again. He is not having a fun time out there.
No, he's not. He's spun at the exit of the chicane. It's going to be turn 9 and 10 as we watch 610 down the straightaway trying to close in on Ghost. He's all over the gearbox of Ghost as they run through turns 4 and 5. OS Degrees trying to get around.
Oh!
Banter! Degrees into the wall. He got a ton of wheel spin at the exit of turn number 5.
That's a safety car.
And absolutely pile drives it into the wall, and we've got a safety car.
Now, I don't know about you, but I don't think medium's lasting that long. So, I think we're going to expect a lot of people to stay out right now.
I agree. You know, you've got a lot of people on the hards. The mediums would have to go 25 laps. I doubt that they'll be able to go 25 laps. I think if we got closer to lap 15, you might see a lot of people pit, but not yet.
You have to think about the extra risk as well involved with pitting in multiplayer cars because there's no teams. You can be teammates in the game with anybody out on the field. So even though let's say we take the Tennessee Esports guys. They'll pit together, but they'll just go into different boxes because we don't know how the game picks who's in what box. And if you're pitting under a safety car, you're really increasing the chance of getting in a huge kerfuffle with everyone else.
Yes.
Yeah, as expected, most people staying out there.
And I think that's the right decision. It's early in the race. It does give people like Antonio and Jan a chance to close back up to the field. You know, they had that incident in turn number 1, which was kind of out of their control. Antonio in, though. He is on the mediums. But they had that incident in turn 1 that was really out of their control, and it allows them to close back up to the field, which is nice.
You know, this could end up being a quite good thing for Antonio because he doesn't have to stop anymore. And I think he can make those hards last. I mean, I'm not sure what the tire delta is, but 24 laps at Melbourne with the hards.
He's gonna have to save a lot of tires.
Yeah.
It's a street circuit, so it's a little hard on tires. Obviously, it's a little harder on tires than a permanent road course. So he's going to have to work a little bit to keep the tires underneath him, especially the rears. With all these slow speed corners, you know, you got to get on the gas. But he could keep he could keep the tires under.
He does have that pit stop advantage, so we'll just have to keep an eye on him. Now, if we're looking at the teams, as a team, you see Tennessee Esports at the top 1 and 3. They're definitely doing the best as a team right now. And not bad from XPG Esports. They've got Creep Killer in 2nd, Lynn and Raybok in 7th. But GK also have 2 guys in the points. And Jan's there, also going into the box. He's put on what looks like a fresh set of hards. Which I think is also in a similar boat as Antonio.
Yes, it is. You've also got the Amethyst Racing in 4th and 11th with Lewis Piper and Casper Sky.
Yeah.
So not a bad day for Amethyst. Piper obviously in the top 5, but Casper Skies need to pick up the pace a little bit.
Yeah, he's got a chance of the safety car with the field bunched up to try and get a few moves done. And Fade has lost it. He's lost it. And that is both
turn
Syndicate
4.
Yeah, that is both Syndicate Racing League drivers out of the session. They're out. Not the greatest showing from them today, but you win some, you lose some, eh?
You do. Obviously, you'd like to win this one. As Degrees has left the session.
Yeah, he is out as well, so unfortunate for them.
The Syndicate Racing guys, not a great showing here in Australia. Hopefully they can do that stronger next week. Melon lead us to the green flag, working his way through turn 12. Got Creep Killer behind him. Creep Killer was all over his rear wing during the little green flag racing that we did have. Lucas running 3rd, Lewis 4th. EP of OPK in 5th. Get ready to go here in Australia. Ellen timed the start fantastically to let Lucas catch up to Creep Killer. Lucas to the outside of Creep Killer through turn number 2. Oh, we've got a car round. Cameron spun right in front of the field. In turn number 2, as Lewis tries to get by Creep Killer. Lucas going to the outside allowed Lewis through, and now Lewis set his sights on Creep Killer as Melon's into the wall. Melon's into the wall, and that gives Creep Killer the lead. It's all kicking off here in Australia. There's Lucas to the outside of Lewis, and now he'll try the outside of Creep Killer. Into turn 9, can't get the move done. The 10 controls car up to 2nd, as Lewis will try to fight back. Lewis all over the rear wing of Lucas, can't get the move done. And the top 3 will fall in line as Melon all the way back to 9th. We run lap number 7 here in Australia. Lewis closed way up to Lucas. Antonio looking for a way around DPGG. There's no space there. Ellen into the pits. Creep Killer, the race leader. A 0.5 of a second over Lucas in 2nd, Lewis in 3rd. That was a heck of a restart, Ariane.
Yeah, it all kicked off then. The old race leader now peeling into the pits. Wanting to put a set of hards for the rest of the race, but actually, he's going to have to go into the mediums, yeah, because he's already started on the hards. So, unfortunate for Melon. He still has hope in his teammate, Lucas Hendrick, up ahead.
Could always get a safety car as we watch Super Gaming right behind his teammate DPGG down the back straightaway. And then Raybok around Antonio. No DRS yet. Antonio will hope to get a great exit out of turn 7, or out of turn 10, but Lyndon Raybach has already set sail, and he's left Antonio in the dust.
Man, what a race this is turning out to be for Ghost. Up 13 spots. Casper Sky on that restart, by the way, from 11th up to 5th. That's huge for Amethyst, huge.
Absolutely, Casper Sky and Ghost both didn't have great qualifyings. Just qualified 17th. Casper Sky qualified in 14th, but they're both inside the top 5. Amethyst with 2 cars inside the top 5, as Yan will get by Banter for 7th. I believe Yan is Power F1, so the Power F1 guys starting to make their moves here in Australia as we ride on board with 610 of OGK right behind Banter. He's closed up a little bit, but Banter's still got about a car length advantage as they head down the back straightaway. Everybody nose to tail. 610 gained a ton of time through turn number 9. He'll look to the outside of Banter down the back straightaway. Side by side into turn 11. Banter will try to force him wide. Didn't quite get it done. 610 around the outside in 12. He continued to battle side by side. Banter a little bit later on the brakes gave him the advantage in 13. And he will defend well as they head down the main straightaway. They both have DRS. It looks like 610 used all of his ERS. He closed up a little bit out of turn number 2. 610 to the inside, down the straightaway into turn number 4. And 610 is through and up into 8th.
Don't forget, behind DPGG on the medium, so he's going to be a little bit faster, although those mediums are not exactly fresh. But we're going to see. He's probably going to let these guys fight a little bit. He's got the teammate behind, Super Gaming, for the virtual racing league team.
Banter got a bad exit out of turn 7 that's allowed DPGG to close in to about 2 car lengths as we go back to Casper Sky, 0.4 of a second behind Ghost. Ghost has done a fantastic job here as DPGG now working on his teammate. DPGG up the inside into turn number 11. Can't get the move done, but his teammate Super Gaming will look to the outside of DPGG. And GG will let him go. Super Gaming now sets sail for APP F1 car. Banter in front. Got about a 2 car length gap. We'll try to close that down and make the move for 9th.
Yeah, you don't want to crash with your teammate. That's for sure. DPGG slammed on the brakes to not get involved there.
Team cars seem to be playing pretty nicely so far. I mean, we haven't seen a lot of team cars go side by side. But the ones that have, like Super Gaming and DPGG, really kind of giving each other a lot of space, protecting their position.
Yeah. And some of you may have noticed, Amethyst have a little bit of a colour scheme between their drivers. You see, Casper Sky here has those blue accents, and then Lewis Fiberhead has the yellow. Got a bit of Lewis Hamilton, George Russell going on. Oh! Super Gaming, yeah.
Super Gaming around Banter Braden in turn number 11. His teammate DPGG will now try to get on the back of Banter's JP. It looks like lost a little bit of time. Banter Braden still holding solid in 10th. DPGG right behind him. Banter is the lead APP F1 car. He's the second APP F1 car. As Ghost is the lead APP F1 car. Ghost under a little bit of threat from Casper Sky. Casper Sky not close enough to make a move as we run lap number 12 here in Australia.
Nearing the halfway point of the race, you can see a few pit stops go out. Doesn't look like rain's on the forecast, so.
Watch Dallin McTeer down the back straightaway. He'll have a run on Skalski into turn 11. Skalski got a little bit of wheel spin at the exit of 11. That's allowed the no-speed racing machine to close in. Dallin can't quite make a move yet, but he'll have DRS down the main straightaway all over the rear wing. He might have gotten a little bit of turbulence from that Amethyst racing machine. Dallin couldn't make a move into turn 1. He'll try to set up a move into turn 4, or better yet, down the back straightaway.
He's getting really close to Casper in front. Gotta be patient though, and it looks like he is. Got a lot of ERS in that tank.
Lennon, Raybach, and JP battling side by side through turn 5 and 6. JP has got ahead for the moment, and Lennon Raybach, it looks like, will let him go as Dallin McTeer looks to the outside of Skalski down the back straightaway. Now to the inside, can't find a way around him. But Skalski got a bad exit out of turn 10. That'll allow Dallin to go to the outside down the back straightaway. Dallin to the outside in turn 11. He's got the move done. He now sets his sights on Ghost ahead for 4th.
He has picked up a 3-second time penalty, has Dallin. In the meantime, Ali was trying to overtake Casper Sky. And yeah, that's going to hurt him. That's going to hurt him. You see, they're quite close together, these guys, in a bit of a train. The 3 seconds is going to drop him all the way to the back of that. Because it looks like... well, I don't know what it looks like. Yeah, DPGG in the box. First one on the hards to drop it for the mediums. Or was he? I think he was on the mediums before, so yeah, he switched on medium to medium.
An interesting strategy here with 15 laps to go. Be right on board with Lucas out of turn 8 and down the back straightaway. He's closed in. It's about a half a second gap. About 5 car lengths separate first and second as Creep Killer down the back straightaway, still with the lead. Hasn't made any mistakes so far. But we haven't quite seen the pace that we saw out of him in qualifying as Dallin behind Ghost in that APPF1 car. We've got a yellow flag in Sector 2. That's for Antonio. He's lost his front wing. Oh! Ghost got way loose out of turn 12. That'll allow Dallin to go to the outside. Can't get the move done, but Dallin will have DRS down the front straightaway. Can the no-speed racing machine take 4th? It doesn't look like he's close enough. Dallin with that DRS can't close in on the APPF1 car. You wonder if he's using just a little bit of ERS into turn 4. Ghost looks like he's going to keep the position, but he had a terrifying moment out of turn 12.
See, Dallin's closing up a lot. He's got a lot of pace right now. Oh my god. Oh! No commentator's curse today.
Don't say that. Dallin about 3 car lengths behind Ghost. As they head out of turn 10, he's had DRS on the last couple straights, but Ghost just looks like he's too fast in a straight line as we ride on board with Yen. We've got a perfect view of this battle. The 3 cars in front all battling for 4th. Yen, it looks like, is content to just let this one let this battle ride as Creep Killer still with the
Oh!
Dallon's around. Dallon is around at the exit of the final corner. The NSR car lost the rear end, I'm guessing, out of the final corner. And that will drop him all the way down to 9th. He was having such a great run.
Creep
Looks
Killer
like
has
Creep-
used no ERS at all.
Creep Killer's made a mistake somewhere because he had a second lead. But Lucas has closed it down to half a second. Down the back straightaway, Lucas closing in rapidly. Not entirely sure what's happening. Maybe Creep Killer's tires are finally going away, but Lucas is right on the rear wing of Creep Killer. Through turn 11, the 10 controls car. Creep Killer's pulled out another 3 or 4 car lengths through turn 12. The leaders continue to run around under green flag conditions as Creep Killer now sets sail for turn number 1. Lucas running in third as we begin to see the leaders pit. Skalski is in along with Super Gaming. Banter is in. Dallon is in. JP is in. And then Raybach stays out.
The 610 there, performing the undercut. Is he going to be able to get past Casper Sky here? Oh my god, he's super...
Oh, he's got him!
So much faster through the turns there because of the cold tires. And 610 gets ahead of Casper Sky, but he has a 3-second time penalty.
He passed him like he was standing still down the straightaway. And 610 up into 7th. Mellon right now running 9th. He's on 9-lap-old mediums. We presume that he has to pit again. Running behind Skalski for 8th.
Who's that?
Skalski. Somebody in the chat said call him Skalski, so.
Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't read that.
Lewis is in. He's the first of the leaders to pit, and you got to think that if Lewis is in, Creep Killer and Lucas will not be far behind him as Jan will stay out.
Oh, he had to wait. He had to wait for Ghost to go by.
He was held up by the APP F1 car of Ghost. That's going to cost him a ton of time. That was at least a second, maybe 2. 610 will get by him. Casper Sky right on the back of him. Casper Sky got him in turn 2. And here comes Mellon. Mellon to the outside down the straightaway. Casper Sky would be wise to let him go, and he does. Mellon is not in this battle, but Super Gaming looks to the outside of Ghost. Can't get the move done. APP F1 car really struggling on these fresh medium tires. Looks like he's finally got him underneath him. Super Gaming will fall back by car length or 2 down this back straightaway.
Lucas Hendrick going for the undercut, which we've seen is quite strong around here.
I'm surprised that Creep Killer didn't come in though. Lucas held up a little bit as Super Gaming up the inside in turn number 12. They'll battle side by side through turn 13. It looks like Ghost has kept the position, which really struggling on these medium tires. We've seen him lose a couple positions. Lucas now 18 seconds behind Creep Killer. We've got a yellow flag in sector number 1. I can't quite tell who that was for. It looks like maybe Antonio. Watch Super Gaming still running behind Ghost. Ghost lost a ton of time in that pit stop exchange. Creepkilla still hasn't come in. It looks like he's pulling a gap to Lucas, though. It's about 20 seconds, 19.9. I mean, if you can extend the gap on 19-lap-old hard tires, then go for it. As Lewis trying to find a way around Lennon Raybach. Lewis will look to the outside in turn 15. He's got the move done, and now he sets his sights on Lucas for third.
Yeah, he's lost a little bit of time there behind that old hard runner who's yet to box in Raybach. Both the XPG Esports guys leaving it very late, going into that pit lane.
Boost is caught up to Melon. He's trying to find a way around Melon. Goes to the inside in turn 5. A little bit of wheel banging. Goes now the outside. He's got the move done. And those 10-lap-old hard tires, or medium tires, really aren't doing Melon any favors.
Yeah, they've got to be screaming right now.
Super Gaming now will look to the outside of Melon down this back straightaway. He's got the move done easily. He's closed up a little bit to Ghost as we watch Creepkilla into the pits. The gap down to 19 seconds. Can Lucas beat Creepkilla out? Creepkilla still in the pits. It's gonna be close. On the exit, Lucas can see him. Creepkilla's already in turn 2. It looks like he's got the lead for the moment, but here comes Lucas. He doesn't have DRS down this straightaway. He's gotta make the most of the advantage while he has it. Creepkilla on cold tires. It looks like Creepkilla's successfully out in front of Lucas, though. The only car yet to pit is Lennon Raybach down in 5th and Jan in the lead. I wonder if Jan's going to try and make these tires last.
He has made his stop, so he doesn't need to box. The question is, are his tires going to force him to? I know 16 lap in these hards, they can't be feeling too good.
No, they can't. Watch Super Gaming still running behind Ghost. He hasn't gotten any closer. We run lap 21 here in Melbourne. Super Gaming about 3 car lengths behind Ghost. He hasn't caught Ghost through the final sector. Ghost might have caught Casper Sky a little bit as we watch 610 now. Right behind Lennon Raybach. Lennon Raybach, one of those cars yet to pit. Casper Sky will. 610 will get around him easily. Lennon does not put up a fight, and you wouldn't expect him to. XPG Racing Machine. Running 6th. His teammate, the provisional race leader. Jan is yet to pit. The gap down to 3.5 seconds.
He's in a management state. He's losing a lot of time though to the guys ahead. But at this point, even if he doesn't get the race win, if he just gets a decent points finish, it'll be a very good race. He was way down at the back when he made his stop. Just like Lucas has been dropped out of DRS.
It's one thing to catch him, it's another thing to pass him. Lucas made a mistake somewhere. The gap now 1.5 seconds. That certainly will not help Lucas. If Lucas were a little bit closer, he might be able to take advantage of Creepkilla trying to get around Yan. As it stands, he's not close enough. Either that or Creep Killer's really turning it on. As we watch Super Gaming still pretty close to Ghost. He takes the inside line in turn 5. He just got a foot in the door. I'm surprised Ghost didn't try and close the door a little bit quicker. Ghost right now the leader of that pack in 8th. Creep Killer's caught up to Yan. Gap is 0.4 of a second. He's dropped Lucas by almost 2 seconds. Creep Killer caught him right at the perfect time. He'll get held up a little bit through this final sector, but he'll have DRS, assuming Yan doesn't defend, and it looks like Yan won't defend. Power F1 machine will let Creep Killer through, and Creep Killer to the race lead. So Lennon Raybach into the pits.
He's finally boxing. Got some new tires on. Looks like he's going for the softs.
The yellow flag in Sector 3. It looks like that's Antonio. Possibly.
I have no idea what's going on with him.
Typical Newman moment. 5 laps to go here in Melbourne. Creep Killer, the race leader, by 1.5 seconds over Yan in 2nd, Lucas 3rd, Lewis 4th, and 6'10 in 5th. 5 different teams in the top 5. It's been a pretty interesting race so far.
Yeah, interesting to see. We pretty much had no idea who was where down the field. And looks like Creep Killer is one to watch. Got pole position. And now he's looking for that race win.
Creep Killer certainly set the tone early. He's been fast so far this week. Question is, can he keep it up the remainder of the season? As Lucas closes in a little bit on Yan, the gap 1.5 seconds. He does have a 3-second time penalty, but so does pretty much everybody else. Track limits have not been obeyed here in Melbourne.
Yeah, they can catch quite a few people out with the yellow line.
Absolutely. Lucas got the gap down to Yan, down to 9/10 of a second.
Oh!
We've got a yellow flag. That's Banter. Banter in the wall.
What's the safety car?
And it's a full safety car with 4 laps to go. NASCAR style, green, white, checkered.
Talk about a free pit stop for Yan there. This is going to change things up.
Absolutely.
First sector there, Banter Brandon just losing it. The APPF1 car is out. What the driver's going to decide to do, the Creep Killer, he's going to box. Yan is going to stay out? What? What?
This is a pretty good script from you,
Oh.
Ariana. I like this one. Ooh!
What on earth was that? Okay, first of all, he crossed the pit entry, right? Then after crossing the pit entry, he just floors it into the wall.
I've never seen that before. That's the best thing I've ever seen.
Well, we've seen some things on this stream before. that was a little bit interesting. He was showing some good pace 610. I don't know. He decided to make his exit.
He did.
Well, so Yan, after staying out so long, I guess it's just like, you know what, might as well just take to the end. You know?
I mean, he's only gonna have what, 2 or 3 laps left when they restart.
I mean, he was not gonna lose. He would be in what? P3? No,
Yeah.
P3 now. with the fresh softs. Now he's like a target for the whole field.
But track position.
It's true. But we've
You
seen a
gotta
lot of
think about
overtakes
track.
today, I think.
We have seen a lot of overtakes.
I think people will find their way around them.
But if you were Lucas or Lewis, would you have pit?
I think, yeah, you have to. I mean, you're just gonna get swallowed by the field if you don't. The only time staying out works is if, oh, Creep Killer is disconnected.
You better reconnect fast.
That is not ideal. Oh, he's back. There he is. That was quick.
Okay. 2 laps to go here in Melbourne. I gotta give you props, Ariane. This is a beautiful script you've written.
You know, I've worked very hard on it, so it's you know what, you gotta praise the actors.
Yeah.
Chill out in the chat, please.
Two laps to go here in Melbourne. Jan, the race leader, on 22-lap-old hards. Asper Sky or Skalski running second. Creep Killer third. Lucas in fourth. Lewis in fifth. Super Gaming sixth. Lyndon Raybach seventh. Ghost in eighth. Gigi in ninth. And Dallin in 10th. Mellon's found his way all the way up to 11th.
And now he's got a lifeline with this safety car.
Mm-hmm.
Got the same tires as everyone else, so onto him. See how quick Creep Killer is going to be able to dispatch of these drivers.
It will be interesting to see if Creep Killer can dispatch of these drivers rather quickly. As the safety car is in, it will be 2 laps to go here in Melbourne. Jan, the race leader. Green-white checkered NASCAR style. Through turn 13 and 14. Jan will take off. Casper Sky took off rather quickly. Lucas, we had a big stack up at the back. Creep Killer's fallen all the way back. He's gonna get overtaken by Super Gaming. Super Gaming around the outside of Creep Killer. What has happened to Creep Killer?
He's completely lost it. Up ahead, though, they're fighting for the lead. Casper Sky trying to make it round, and he's done it. He's taken the race lead, but Lucas is close behind on the softs, and Creep Killer has left. What is going on?
Creep Killer has left. Lucas on the grass through Sector 1. The 10 controls machine will look to the outside of Jan. Side by side down the back straightaway. He's got to dispatch of Jan rather quickly. And then he's got to set his sights on Casper Sky. Casper Sky, the race leader in that Amethyst racing machine. Lucas all over the gearbox of Casper Sky down the back straightaway to the inside in turn number 11. Side by side, there goes Lucas. Lucas to the race lead in turn 11. Lewis will get around Jan. And now it's the 2 Amethyst racing cars trying to chase down the 10 controls machine.
Wow, what a restart. After such domination, Creep Killer is out of this race. Here comes Super Gaming now, trying to attack Jan. He's on those old hards. He's trying to keep them together for this final lap of the race. You see Casper Sky has gone wide there. Bear in mind the penalties that everyone has. Lucas has a 3-second time penalty. Has he got enough in him to pull that gap? Oh! Super Gaming is squeezed into the wall there a little bit. But he still manages to pull off an overtake. Super Gaming gets ahead of Jan. Behind Dallin McTeer and Ghost fighting. Dallin McTeer looks like he's got ahead, but there's Melon. He's trying to find his way through, but there's no room. Has got a better exit though than Ghost. What? I mean, he's a ghost. I'm trying
Ghost
to.
has
He's turned into a
ghosted.
ghost. Yeah, Ghost is a
Not
ghost.
sure what's going on there as Melon trying to go through Ghost, but the important battle is up front. Lucas has pulled 2 seconds out on Casper Sky. He needs another 9/10 of a second to claim victory in Melbourne. He's got a sector to go. As Lyndon Raybach and Yan will battle side by side. It's up to 2.4 seconds. He needs half a second down the main straightaway. Can he get it done? Melon runs wide, Dallin through. Up to the line. Lucas wins. And Casper Sky got him by 4/10 of a second. Casper Sky was able to keep the gap within 3 seconds. And Casper Sky claims victory in Melbourne. Lucas comes home second.
Amethyst take the first win of the season. Casper Sky on that top step of the podium. Very nice job there.
What a final 3 laps.
Oof.
Wow.
Need a breather after that. Look at Amethyst, man. P1, P3, both on the podium. That is a very strong first race. Lucas Hendrick for Tennessee Esports, P2. His teammate Melon takes the final point. Lyndon Raybach for XPG in P4. Jan for Power F1 in P5. Ghost in P6. Super Gaming P7. And his teammate for Virtual P8. Dallin McTeer P9. And that is the whole top 10 creep killer. What happened?
I have no idea. Can we get him in a Discord call to talk to him?
I mean, I haven't set up interviews for we can do interviews. If people want to do interviews, let's get them in. Join the waiting room. I'll figure it out.
Yes. Join the 10 controls waiting room. We need. That's a lot of penalties. Wow.
Yeah, that is a lot. Right. Let's see who we can talk to. Wow, I've never had this many pings before in my life. Okay. Ignore what that says. Private interviews. Here we go. Boom. Boom. Okay, let's see. Anybody want to talk to us? Well, I guess we'll just be chilling here.
Man, what a final 3 laps.
I mean, that was absolutely crazy. This is how we wanted the cut to start.
Absolutely. You couldn't have written a better script, Arian. I'm proud.
Well, this is a first. It looks like we're gonna have a team principal get interviewed.
Is that you?
No, it's not me.
Oh.
Hello there.
Hello.
Tumpino, is that how I say your name?
You can call me George.
George, yo. You are the team principal for Power F1.
Power.
I mean, talk to us. What was it like for your drivers out there? Were you in a pool with them?
Yeah, of course I was. It was a very mixed emotions race. Both Cameron and Jan had good pace, excellent pace. Quali wasn't what we expected. Jan invalidated his lap, and Cameron encountered some traffic on his quick lap. So yeah, we didn't actually qualify where we wanted. We were aiming for a top 5. That's what our times were looking at in the practice. So race, Jan had a great start. Someone just I don't know what happened. Someone made contact with him, tried something. I don't know. From what I saw on the clips, though, it seems like the other guy was at fault. But yeah, Jan spun, got some front wing damage. We boxed for mediums very early on the race. Cameron had a pretty quiet start. Good race pace. Then the safety car came, and we decided that the best bet we can do is box Jan for hards and go till the end, since he already changed the tire compound. We wouldn't have any issues with that. So yeah, we did that. The last safety car, I took it on myself and decided not to box Jan for sauce because I wanted him to take track position, and that reminded me like that being on hards and the other guys on sauce reminded me kind of the Hamilton Verstappen vibe, and I didn't like that. Yeah. But yeah, Jan was looking at a P3 even on those hards, but some guy just completely spun him on the penultimate corner, making him drop down to P5. Thank goodness for the penalties. Jan had a pretty clean race, but Cameron was very unlucky. Guys
Yeah.
spun on turn 1 or turn 2, came back into the track, and Jan couldn't do anything. So yeah.
Well, thank you for the interview. That was a great insight there into the Power F1 team. And so we enjoyed that first race. I don't know how it was on your end, but we think it was a great start.
Yeah, it was a pretty good race. We just we saw what kind of pace other drivers have. It seems like it's going to be a very competitive season.
Yeah.
And we're very excited.
Thank you very much, Sumpitino or George.
No worries. Yep. Thank you for your time.
Alright, let's talk now to the man who came P1, Casper Sky for Amethyst.
Hello.
Good race out there, man. A lot went down, but you ended up on top.
Yeah, I mean, it was a very, very lucky race for me. Despite starting from P14, I'm just speechless.
Yeah, I mean, you and your teammate Lewis Piper P1 and P3. You can't be too upset with that.
Yeah, that's a very good result for the team.
Yeah,
I mean, it could have been better if you were 1-2, but still, very good job.
I mean, that's gonna put you to the top of the championship, and pretty good margin going into the next round, which is gonna be at. Let me find it. It's gonna be at Silverstone. How is Silverstone for you guys?
Actually, I had a couple of races on Silverstone before. Both of them went pretty good, I think. So I think I should be in the fight for the good points out there. My teammates in Lewis Piper maybe too. But yeah, we'll see how we will go with the lineup for Silverstone.
For sure. Well, thank you for the interview today, Casper Sky. Good job on the win.
Thank you.
Okay, someone we definitely have to talk to is Creep Killer. Yo, Creep Killer. You there?
Hello.
Hello, man. You have to talk to us. So much just happened with you at the end.
Yeah, yesterday I did a league race as well with wait, I need to mute the stream. I did a league race as well yesterday with XPG itself, and I DC'd, but I got back in. Today I had the same with the safety car, got back in, but it didn't give me control at all. So it's a bit annoying, but I guess we move.
So what? You just crashed or?
No, yeah, my game just shut down. Everyone, it said migrating host, and it says that every single driver was DC'd for me. And, I left and didn't invite me back. I didn't get control at all.
Well, the qualifying was insane. I mean, you got to talk to us. That kind of margin, I don't think we've ever seen before. It was nearly a second you've dropped, and it wasn't even on the final lap. It was in the banker lap, the first lap of the session.
Yeah.
I mean, talk to us. How the hell did you pull something like that off?
No, yeah, I mean, for myself, I had decent pace. I kind of hate this track a lot. I don't like it at all. But I had decent pace, and I was kind of confused to not see anyone doing the mid 16s, so I decided not to go out again. I mean, I was in a really good form today, just starting time trials this morning, and it just felt fine. No big mistakes at all, so I said just stay in, I guess.
Well, unfortunately, what happened to you at the end? You showed great pace, and should give you good confidence for the rest of the season.
Yeah, it does. And then the guys I was fighting the whole race, I mean, the guys in the DRS train, they had great pace, so that's positive to see for the coming races. It's gonna be fun.
Thank you for the interview today, Creep Killer. Unlucky today.
No worries. No worries.
Let's talk now to the main man, Lucas Hendrik.
Hello.
What was P2 out there? Unfortunately, what happened with Melon, but
Yeah, I mean Melon lost it. Was kind of just go tires and lost it, and then he was just at the back, and it's very hard to battle from there. And for me, I like bottled it with getting like 2 warnings within 1 lap, because I was trying to push the guy that has better gaming chair, and it hasn't really worked. I went white twice because of it and got 3 seconds, and then on the line it was 2.7.
it was close. You were right there. You were right there, ready to take it, but sometimes it just doesn't go your way. Still though, can't be too upset with P2. I know you say Silverstone's your worst track. That is the next one at round 2. Are you racing in that one? I don't think.
I don't think so.
I don't think you are. Whatever. Ignore what I just said. Ignore what I just said. Good job today on P2, Lucas. We'll
Thanks.
talk to you soon.
Goodbye.
Let's talk to Ghost. Ghost, are you there?
Hi, I'm here.
You had a great race, man. I'm not gonna lie. I enjoyed watching you. You had a good few battles there. You want to talk to us a little bit? How was from your point of view?
Yeah, I had some brilliant battles. I mean, obviously, the main point for me was just not getting caught up in all the crashes that were happening. So, I mean, getting points was the main goal. And after we had a poor qualifying, it was looking difficult. But yeah, just avoided everything and kept things clean. Annoyed I got the penalty because it could have been higher, but still, I'll take P6.
Yeah, and not bad for APPF1. Your teammate, I'm trying to remember all the names.
Banter Brandon.
Yeah, Banter Brandon. He was the one that crashed at the end, right?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah,
It's really
what happened?
unfortunate.
What happened? You know?
Yeah, I think he just lost it on the aging tires and trying to keep in DRS of everyone, because I don't know if he had a penalty. I don't know if you know that, but if he didn't have a penalty, he would have been well in contention for points as well. So yeah, it's a shame, but obviously the crash caused the drama at the end. So
Yeah.
you know,
it was part of the script. So well done, Banter, for
Yeah.
making it look believable. Thank you, Ghost, for the interview today. Good job on the race. Unlucky the penalties, but it's all right. What can you do?
No problem. Cheers, guys.
All right. Well, that's about it for today. We've reached the end of the first stream of the Cup. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun for me, and I hope it was a lot of fun for you too, Adam.
It was fantastic. I can't wait for next week.
Yeah, me too. We've got the Tier B stream later on today in about an hour or so. So make sure you guys don't miss that. Wow, there's a lot of followers. I don't know if I can read all that. Should I just sort of riff them off? Okay. Roll FF, 8 Puff 8, Kelly on the Sanjay, Lem, Strugs, Creep Killer, thanks for the follows. Doppy for the 11 months, you're absolutely nuts. SPG, Dams for the follow. Jacko Lacko, Jarima, MacLeod with the tier 1 sub. Thank you very much. Mr. Braw Baggery, MacLeod, JPidge, Fade, Ghost, C-Pulse. Done. That's all the follows. Thank you everybody for watching. You guys are insane. And I'm very happy. I'm very happy. This was amazing. This was fun.
Yeah.
We'll see you next week at Silverstone for round 2 of the Cup. And we'll see you in an hour for round 1 of Tier B.
See ya.